Welcome back to this big book mail haul. We have a couple of Fairy Loot boxes, Owl Crate, a few from publishers, so let's jump right in. Let's start with the last couple from Simon & Schuster. Ooh, this first one's called All the Words We Know. This one's a book that's on my TBR for the month. I'm very excited for it because the writing in this is compared to Fredrik Backman's writing, and if you haven't read any of his books, this is your time to do so. They're the most incredible. I love them so much. But his writing is top tier, like god level, so for this to be compared to that is putting this on quite the pedestal. This one follows Rose, who's an 80-year-old, like, strong-willed woman. She has dementia and she's living in a, like, long-term care home. She spends her days, like, roaming the corridors, talking with staff and with other residents. She has friends there, and one of her friends is found dead, and she's suspecting foul play. Her friend apparently fell from a window, but she's not buying it, and she's trying to get to the bottom of what actually happened. This is a really short read, and I'm so excited to read this one. Alright, last Simon & Schuster for this haul. This one's called Dead of Summer by Jessa Maxwell. If you haven't read her thriller books, you have to. She wrote The Golden Spoon, and I think her other book's called I Need You to Read This, and I really love them both, but The Golden Spoon is like a top favorite of mine. It's like a murder mystery take on the Great British Baking Show, and it was so much fun. I'm gonna go into this one mostly blind. I know it takes place, I think, on like a summery island location that has like long buried secrets in it. I know this is gonna be amazing, and I just want to go in blind for like the best reading experience, so stay tuned for my review. Next up, we have a few from HarperCollins. Ooh, this one's an arc. It's called A Killer Wedding. This seems like so much fun. It follows Christine, who can't believe her luck. It doesn't seem like real life, but the founder of the billion-dollar beauty empire Glow has personally chosen her to completely cover her grandson's destination wedding for Bespoke. This is going to be career making for her, but also an all-expenses paid trip to a castle in a 5-star hotel on the Emerald Isle. Like, how can you say no to that? Now, it seems too good to be true, and that's because it is. Gloria, the founder of that company who gave her this free trip, is found dead on the first morning that they're there, and her family is determined to keep this a secret. Like, Gloria's family, they don't want any word of this getting out, and they want the wedding to just go full steam ahead as if nothing happened. It seems like this glitzy elite actually is hiding a lot of darker secrets. This book, again, sounds like a blast. I can't wait to read this one, and it comes out in September. This next one's from Canary Street Press, and it looks so cute. It's called Only Lovers in the Building. This one follows Lillian, whose legal career comes to an abrupt end, and she decides to book herself at a restorative summer rental at the Icon, which is like an Art Deco building in Miami Beach. All she wants to do is relax, to sit in the sun, sip on cocktails, but soon she's enchanted in this very colorful community, including this university professor who's on sabbatical, and they discover together a shared love for romance novels. They're spending hours by the pool reading together. It seems like they're gonna have a spark there. This sounds adorable. Thank you so much to Atria, William Morrow, and Canary Street Press, and stay tuned for one final part. We have just my book subscriptions that I purchased to get through next.